Hello, I'm Dr. James Bogash, owner of Life Care Chiropractic and publisher of Modern Health Myths. Today we're going to talk briefly about the paleo diet, which has really risen in popularity along with other things like the keto diet. The ironic thing is that the paleo diet is not new because essentially it's based on our genetics as a hunter-gatherer, and so technically that diet was formed millions of years ago. Generally, the paleo includes anything that is unprocessed, which is never a bad thing. Processed foods like Twinkies and Oreos and Girl Scout cookies are not in line with paleo diet, and they're not good for us. It suggests that the only problem I have with the paleo diet is that there are certain food components that are not included, such as components of the Mediterranean diet like olive oil, which I think the data has clearly shown is good for our health. And yet the paleo diet would not generally include those. So paleo diet with a blending of some aspects of the Mediterranean diet and with an overall focus on lower carbs, I think is a much smarter idea. The other thing to consider is when we talk about the paleo diet and a true hunter-gatherer, then we're not necessarily just looking at eating chicken and beef and pork. Usually tell patients, like, if I gave you a spear and said go out and eat lunch, grab lunch, you're not coming back with an elk. The odds are our animal-based protein sources were largely insects, rodents, birds, things that we generally wouldn't consider eating today. But that if you really die hard paleo and really want to go for that, you should definitely include bugs and rodents and small other mammals on your diet plan. So consider that we need to have a very broad intake of animal proteins in a paleo diet. The other thing is that some aspects of the paleo diet aren't even truly achievable. Our cruciferous vegetables that we know of today, things like broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, these are all part of the cruciferous vegetables, but the cruciferous vegetable in the Paleolithic era was just a single plant, a Paleolithic plant that we have bred out over the thousands of years to look like what we accept them today. So some aspects of the paleo diet aren't even achievable today. But the best bet is to eat an unprocessed diet consistent with the paleo and consider integrating some aspects of the Mediterranean diet and keeping an eye on carb intake to keep those numbers low but not being militant about it.